Hello, welcome to Homesteading Northwest Florida, HSNWFL, and it looks like 90 degrees, but it's getting cloudy. It's been raining here every single day. It clouds up and gets rainy, but that's good. I don't have to water because that takes a couple hours in the morning and when I have to do that. But the flowers are liking it, some of them. The bamboo's loving it. Right here, this is a clumping bamboo. It is just sending out new shoots like crazy. Like there's a new shoot with no leaves on it. And this is the clumping bamboo, Bambusa textilis, graceful bamboo. And the banana tree over here is doing good. Basically, when you buy a banana tree, you can split off the pups and you never have to buy another one. So I have two varieties of bamboo. This is the Muso Bambusa. Let's see here. Oh, I gotta get on that. Figure out what kind of, I didn't look that up yet, what kind of banana trees, because they don't really have a long enough season here to produce bananas. Here's my yucca plant, and I got some yucca seedlings going, but this thing's growing like crazy. Plenty of rain, and I recently trimmed all the weeds, and it took me like all day with my weed whacker, you know, to trim it down to not having any weeds and to trim around these, you know, I trimmed the whole back too, you'll see. And let's see about this European, this is the windmill palm, Palmito elevado, and it does have a new plume, a new frond coming out of the center. And this is the European fan palm. This has like 8 new plumes coming out of the center. I hope they can all get out of there successfully. I think they're a little jammed up, because that one had a rough, so yeah, I trimmed around here. That's a little bit of bee balm. I got some bee balm over here, growing roughly. Mexican sunflower, I planted the seeds in the spring. The hosta's flowering, sun hosta. And I do have some, this is the Mexican petunia here. It's about 4 feet tall. It'll get to be about 5 feet tall here in Florida, especially with this rain. But there's new flowers every day. Gabura daisies, no flowers. I think the leaves are growing like crazy. And I do have a cantaloupe here, a couple of cantaloupe fruits. I had to trim this all back because these vines of this cantaloupe were getting really long. And here's another one, here's another couple. There's another one underneath there. And here's one of my gardenias. I repotted it yesterday. It wasn't doing so good. I think this one was never good from the nursery. So we got a hibiscus, got a flower, but it's flopped over. And we got dahlias here with Mexican sunflower. In the center area by the green giant arborvitaes, the Mexican sunflowers are about 5 foot tall. And they do get really big. It's a great plant for around here, and it makes fertilizer. And today I have been digging out stumps in this area because I either want to pour a cement slab and I need to work on my truck, which I just discovered there's a flat tire here. So I have a couple jacks, but I ordered a new bottle jack combination, and I also bolted this thing on here. Actually, this whole top of this tailgate is smashed in from a tree. My rear differential tire seal is leaking, so I got a lot of work to do on that truck. Probably put headers on it instead of the catalytic converters. And here's a stump I dug out today. Leroy helps me a little bit with the stumps. And I'm going to use this door, this metal door, to put underneath my jack stand so my jack won't go into the ground. So I just weed whacked all around here. It was a total mess. All the weeds were like about, you know, two feet tall. There's Leroy. He got tied up today because the UPS guy came and he ran all over the place. So here's my cherry tree seedlings that I grew from cherry pits. They're not liking the humidity. I need to put them in the ground maybe somewhere. And my yucca seedlings that I trimmed off of that plant, and they do have new foliage. I think they're rooted. But I trimmed back a lot of stuff with the weed whacker. The banana trees are about 20 feet tall. The canna lilies, the red one there, and the other ones are about 10 feet tall. That spike, 8 feet tall, 10 feet tall. And we got zinnias, and because of the heavy rain, this batch of Mexican sunflower just toppled right over. And I mulched it with my lawnmower. I brought all that back to the back and I mulched it with my lawnmower, and now it's on the compost pile. So that's what that Mexican sunflower is supposed to be, is compost. It grows a natural fertilizer. The leaves are a natural fertilizer. Well, this palm tree is loving it back here. This is the Mexican fan palm, Washingtonia Robusta. And I planted it 4/21/2020. So about a year and a half ago. Less than a year and a half ago. And this is bougainvillea, but it's not bougainvillea, but it's not flowering really, not hot enough. It needs hot with no rain. That's what the bougainvillea likes. Got a couple of green giant arborvitaes back here, and canna lilies. But these, I had to trim a lot back here. These choke cherry stumps keep on growing like 4 feet tall if you let them get away from you. And we got a southern magnolia that's doing good here, and this used to be all covered with vines. This whole area that I just showed you, all vines and stuff. So that tree is doing a lot better. And yeah, here's the rain that we had. I have 2 wheelbarrows. And here's my compost pile with the latest grass cutting. And making soil. So that's about it for today. Thanks for watching, and if you have any tips or tricks or want to help me come and fix my Nissan TITAN, the top manifolds I have to replace.